Hi, everyone. Welcome back to CB's Creators Value, where stories breathe, voices rise, and legacies are born. I'm your host, Francis, and today we are sitting with a true visionary. She's not just shaping fashion, she's designing identity, carving space for untold stories, and doing it all with fearless grace. She is the creative force behind YSV7 London UK Limited. It's a bold and apologetic streetwear brand that bridges culture, resilience, and purpose. She is also an author, a publisher, and a true builder of platform. Please welcome to the conversation, Carol Anderson. Hi, Carol.
Thank you, Francis. Hi to you, and thanks very much for having me.
We are very much glad that you said yes to our invitation to our Creators Value show being shown worldwide with those who appreciate creators like you and brand makers like you that who make change and positive change actually in their society. It's an honor to have you. Let me begin with the name YSV7. For sure, it's more than just
Yeah,
letters and numbers.
correct.
What does it carry? What is the legacy you would like to have with that name?
Strength, perseverance, a spiritual balance,
Spiritual.
and appealing to all audiences, regardless of
Mm.
color or
So
creed.
why YSV? I'm curious why. And then there's a number seven and the colors of the logo. I love them.
Okay, I'll let you into a secret.
Oh no!
YSV7 started off as You're So Vain, but because I wanted to appeal to the male audience as well, it became YSV7. But seven's my lucky number, and it's
Ah,
also God's number as well in the Bible. So that's the secret behind YSV7.
sorry. You mentioned in the Bible seven is. Is it on the
God's
seventh
number.
day?
Yeah, God's number.
Gotcha. On the seventh day, he
Yeah,
rested. God
yeah,
rested.
yeah.
I see. So that's why you're saying there's also spiritual grace in it. In the
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
love you're so vain YSB. That's how
Yeah.
you put it. That's so fun.
I thought I'd
Very
leave that
witty.
one. Say that again.
It's very witty, no?
It is. It is. And the thing is, when people realize the name,
Mhm.
they gravitate to it because there's a lot of vain people out there that wear the brand. You have to be vain to wear a colorful brand like mine.
No,
Yeah,
there's so much sass
absolutely.
in it.
Absolutely.
You said
Absolutely.
you said you need to be vain, or I guess it's more of like the energy, right? To have that character, that energy to carry that
Yeah.
brand. Speaking of that energy, let's try to unpack it. Tell us how was your upbringing in London? Where in London, by the way? We're from North London, from Edmonton, near
Okay.
Tottenham. That's
I'm in South London.
oh opposite
Yeah,
of it. Yeah, yeah,
very much
yeah, yeah.
so.
Very much opposite. Like probably like 45 minutes by
Yeah.
the yeah, I'm curious. So going back, your upbringing in London combined with your say with Caribbean heritage,
Yeah.
how does it shape your creativity and identity? Your creative identity. How does it blend?
Okay. There's eight of us, eight girls. I'm the last
Mhm.
of the girls. My mother was a very strong influence on me because she was somebody that always strived to, more independence, and also she had several businesses when I was growing up.
Mm.
So I guess I kind of take after that. With She was just a very fiery individual who never took no for an answer, and she'd she'd plan things in her head and then execute them, and then you'd find out later what she'd actually done. But you used to always work out. You used to pan out okay.
Oh, okay. So it was that and which say gave you inspiration, eh?
Yeah,
How about the colors, the streets in London, the music? For
yeah.
sure, the street, because your YSV7 is a streetwear brand, right?
It is indeed. It is indeed, and it's for all ages. It starts from 2 year olds. up
Oh.
to I've got a friend who's 72. He wears the tracksuit, so it appeals to a wide audience. Yeah, and he looks good in it as well.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
him. Good for
yeah,
him. So you mentioned about your mother
yeah,
who never say no. Always, let's do it and let's figure out a way. What was the spark in this journey? When was this in your, say, maybe middlehood or adulthood that you thought of, I think this is something I want to do? Was there a specific moment or experience that basically planted a seed in your creative journey?
yeah. There was. I at first I had a vision. I dreamt that I was supposed to open an academy for young
Mhm.
people, apprenticeships, which I did for 4 years. But it really wasn't me. I'm not really a hairdresser, but I allowed the platform for them to actually come in, do their
Mm,
studying and that. When I finished that, I thought to myself, I really want to go back to the idea of the clothing brand. At the time, I couldn't really afford it, so the academy seemed like, the lesser option to be able to actually put money into it. And then when I
mm.
was able to, then I started to look for suppliers. Um, I visualized the logo. The YSV7 is one bit of the logo, but if you look at the bottom, it reminds me of like a crown, like the thorns around Jesus's head. It's called a
Yeah.
herringbone, the pattern, but again,
Yes.
it kind of signaled to me that should be with the logo, which it kind of fits in very well. And then I started to think about the shapes of the letters that I wanted them all to be kind of like tucked in. I didn't want anything too fancy. I wanted it very bold but very neat. So all those
Mm.
things I was
Right.
visualizing in my mind. After I found some suppliers, I started to buy a few things just to test the market, and it just went from there.
Right, right. So that's a beautiful journey, eh? Because it started with your logo and your vision from the academy that you thought of, and say it transitioned
Yeah,
by the grace of God.
yeah,
It
it
transitioned
did.
to this now. You were mentioning that even somebody who is, let's say, around 70 years old, you were saying 70 years old, 79 years
Yeah,
old,
he's 17. Yeah,
still strutting it with YSV7
yeah,
with that age, and you're saying it's for all ages, right?
it is indeed.
For kids, like for young kids, going
Yeah,
back to again upbringing with your mother in London when you were still a kid. Have you ever envisioned of YSV7? Have you always been fashionista in a way, or the hairdressing?
I love. Yeah, I loved clothes. I wasn't really a person to really particularly like hair, but I loved
Mhm.
clothes. Always loved clothes. My mum loved clothes as well. I think my mum was really the influence behind the clothing because we used to sneak off on a Thursday night and go to the West End.
Oh
Whatever my
no!
mum bought, whatever she bought, she used to put in the bottom of the wardrobe. But when my dad used to see it, he used to say, "I haven't seen that before." And she goes, "Oh, I've had it ages ago." But
Oh my god!
yeah,
You guys were the typical hiding it from the dad.
yeah,
Whatever was
absolutely,
bought. Oh my god, that's so
absolutely.
fun. Good memories, eh? Good
Mm,
memories.
it was, it was. Thursday was a really, really nice evening to just drive to the West End, park the car, and just walk around the shops. It was nice.
Isn't it nice to just walk around when it's peaceful and you see the shops, the co
Exactly,
oh my
exactly.
gosh. Now I'm missing London. I'm missing
Oh,
London.
you must
I,
come back.
I was just there though last February. Last February.
Okay.
It's just the sounds, the vibes you guys have. It's different. I'm from Toronto, so we're a little bit quiet here with
Quieter,
all.
yeah. Calm, calm. It's nice to switch up every now and again.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, maybe we'll see each other some other time. Sure about that.
Definitely. I'd love that. Yeah.
So yeah, Carol, let's talk about YSV7 more. It's a
Yeah.
voice, it's a rebellion. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's a call to rise beyond the typical clothing brands, you really turned your experience into something powerful, and now other people wear it as a strength.
Yeah.
How did it feel like, or what did it feel like when you saw for the first time you saw somebody wearing your brand? How did it feel like?
It was really strange because I actually had two shopping bags in my hand and I was standing at the bus stop waiting for my bus to go home. And this person was coming towards me. And I thought that looks a bit familiar what she's wearing because she had the t-shirt on. And that's like really, woo, people like it. So yeah, that was the first time.
Stay tuned for the next episode.